Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. We have an exciting Jedi Survivor news update as EA Star Wars just officially revealed the official preload dates and times for Jedi Survivor next week. You guys are definitely going to want to know this information because as we get into this video, you are going to learn that this game is massive. So I want to go ahead and just jump right into it, into this tweet from EA Star Wars where they reveal the official preload dates. They will start on April 25th. Now, when it comes to the PlayStation 5, the official preload date and time for that will be April 25th at 9 p.m. Pacific time. That is 12 a.m. Eastern time. The Xbox Series X and S preload date will also be April 25th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Then when you look at the EA app preload date, that will be April 25th, but that will be at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So that will actually be earlier in the day on April 25th if you are using the EA app. And finally, the Steam preload date for Jedi Survivor will also be April 25th at 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you are playing this game on the Steam client or the EA client on PC, you will be able to preload Star Wars Jedi Survivor early that morning on April 25th. And if you are playing on console, that is PS5 and Xbox Series X and Series S, you will be able to preload still on April 25th, but you will be doing so in the evening. As a reminder, this game will not be on the last generation of consoles, so if you have an Xbox One or a PS4, unfortunately, you will not be able to play Jedi Survivor on that console. This is a current/next gen, whatever you want to call it, game only. Just want to make sure that's out there. I know a lot of people know that, but some people might not. Now, Andreas, when it comes to the preload date and time, a lot of people might not think this is important. They'll just download the game when the game comes out, but knowing what we know about Jedi Survivor, it's pretty important to pay attention to this preload dates.
Yeah, it is, because this game is going to be pretty big, and honestly, the game comes out on the 28th, so you're probably good with starting your downloads sometime on the 26th, just given the different preload times. But you're going to want to preload as soon as possible because the reported file size for this game, it's pretty large. Yesterday, we received an article from Forbes, which said that the reported file size for PS5 is going to be 147 gigabytes. The reported file size for the Series X is 139 gigabytes. And then for PC, this is the biggest file size, is 155 gigabytes. And for some reason, the download size on Series S is reportedly 44 gigabytes. I'm not sure how they were able to optimize it at that size for Series S, but all the other consoles and platforms are over 139 gigs. And just a fun fact for you, at least on PS5, this puts this in the top 6 largest games list. I'm looking at a Game Rant article titled "The 10 Biggest PS5 Game File Sizes." The record holder being Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War at 225 gigabytes. I remember that game taking up my entire solid state, so I'm thankful that that's no longer on my console. But yeah, number 6, it is definitely one of the biggest games that the PS5 has seen, at least, and I'm sure it's somewhere up there for the Series X and PC as well. But Nick, this is just all the more reason to get on your console early and start that upload, so you're not waiting on release day all day for your game to download, and then you don't get to the game until the next day. But just be aware, guys, that it's going to be a wait before this thing is downloaded.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think what you talked about is really important, that it is important to pay attention to these preload date and times, and definitely jump on it if you're able to. If you do pre-order this game, just make sure you're paying attention to that and you're on top of this. Just for comparison, before we get out of here, on my PS5, I have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order downloaded, and it is coming in at about 47.3 gigabytes. So Jedi Survivor is roughly 100 gigabytes bigger than Fallen Order. Now, whether or not that means, that's pointing to Jedi Survivor being so much more massive in scope and gameplay and just how big the game is, or whether that is an issue with file compression, that is yet to be seen. But guys, it is more than double. It is almost 3 times bigger than Fallen Order. It is 100 gigabytes bigger. So again, just pay attention to those preload date and times. Make sure you are able to check when you're able to do that, and make sure you're getting on top of that, because like Andrea said, if you don't, you're going to be waiting around for a long time on release night, and you're not going to be having fun like the rest of us are. So definitely pay attention to that. But guys, that is going to do it for us for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.